Hello and welcome to Will Watches. So this is Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 1. I'm really excited to get into the show. I'm looking forward to seeing the dynamic between Bucky and Sam again, and seeing a bit more screen time from Sam and Bucky. I'm really excited to see Zemo come back. He's one of my favourite villains, so him returning will be great. Civil War is my favourite MCU movie, so seeing Zemo return is really exciting. I really liked WandaVision, but this was my most excited show that from the slate of Disney Plus shows that they had announced. This is what I was looking forward to the most, and I think it's because I'm expecting it to be slightly more political. I quite like that, the kind of political side. I don't really have much of an indication on who the villains are. I know Zemo's back, but that's it. I don't know if he'll be the main villain. I imagine Zemo's currently locked up somewhere, so there'll be some sort of escape scene or something along those lines. And seeing them explore the mantle of Captain America and who's going to take up the shield, if Sam will actually take it up and become Captain America. I imagine there might be some conflict there. Yeah, I'm just excited to get into it. Before we get started, consider checking out the Patreon. Over there you'll find full-length timer-based reactions, early access where we'll be 1 week ahead for shows that aren't currently airing. There's also polls to decide what show or movie's next. So I think that's everything I wanted to talk about before the episode started. Let's just get into it. Very introspective, quite like it.
How does it feel? Like it's someone else's.
I do hope the show kind of goes into what they're thinking. Okay, new intro. Or is it just going to be a title card?
Plane has already entered Tunisian airspace. U.S. military cannot be seen operating out there.
That he's not US military.
You guys fly low, drop me off, I fly up to intercept. No treaties violated. We're gonna need to call some people.
Oh, the Leaper. Okay, it's cool to see him back. I forgot his first name. Something the Leaper. Ooh. Ooh. 5 minutes in and Sam's already the coolest he's ever been in the MCU. Yeah, he wasn't going to go down that easy. He put up a fight against Cap, so, you know. I really like the kind of red lighting in here. He needs wings made of vibranium. I don't know if they are. Maybe they are. Because they are bulletproof. Well, they're no match for him if they're just in wingsuits. Like, come on. The CGI is really good. This action. He should just get Red Wing to do everything for him.
If we get to the border, he's not gonna follow.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem. Was that the Leaper in there? He can't be dead. Yeah, I thought so.
How long I got?
Let's keep him around a bit. I guess they've got Zemo returning and the Leaper is kind of the ties to Civil War. Not Civil War, Winter Soldier, or just all of Cap's movies. I do wonder if Hydra will play a part in this actually. Yeah. He'll definitely be back at some point in the show.
Hey, Avengers! Aslama!
Okay, I was thinking, are they not going to get recognised?
Howdy, come on.
Anyway, these LAF crews, man, they're trying to take advantage of all the chaos and make some money.
Yeah, chaos since people are back after the blip.
Oh, bam, right there. You see these guys? These are the guys you got to worry about. I've been stumbling onto their manifestos on message boards. They call themselves the Flag Smashers.
Look, trust me, every time something gets better for one group, it gets worse for another.
Yeah.
These people, they want a world that's unified without borders. So you can see why a lot of people are into that.
Yeah, it doesn't sound that bad.
Some people, they think that he's in the secret base on the moon.
I was thinking he's dead, but I guess he's not because he's still around as an old man. So we could still see him.
Represented the best in all of us. Courageous, righteous, hopeful. We need new heroes. One suited for the times we're in.
Yeah.
But this belongs to you.
He's not ready for it yet. He doesn't feel like he deserves it. I can understand why. It's big boots to fill.
Take a walk. Well, you should bring him out to DC sometime. I'll teach him how to fly.
It's nice to see these two just hanging out.
Crazy to think that nobody's gonna be carrying the shield.
Hey, we went for 70 years.
You don't get a lot of time when characters can just chat and you see them just as friends like this.
Why didn't you take up the mantle? World's a crazy place right now. People are... Well, nobody's stable. Allies are now enemies. Alliances are all torn apart.
The world's kind of being thrown into chaos, I guess, by the blip. Yeah.
Everybody's just looking for somebody to fix it.
So they need a symbol.
I mean, thank you. Oh, it's done.
Bucky, okay. He has his old arm. This is back when he was Winter Soldier. Or back when he was controlled by Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
Hmm.
I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything.
Got a lot of ghosts in the closet. Oh, that's a good
James,
shot.
I asked you a question. Are you still having nightmares?
I think that is going into their psychology, their mental health.
You've been doing this long enough that I can tell when you're lying. Well, you seem a little off today.
These close-up shots are great.
Happened recently?
I crossed the name off the list of my amends yesterday.
So he's going around making amends, yeah.
I didn't hurt anybody.
Come on!
Remember me? Promise. I am no longer the Winter Soldier. I am James Bucky Barnes, and you're part of my efforts to make amends.
Smile.
I trust people.
Mm.
Come on.
Well, that's a good shot. Oh, wow.
Ignoring the texts from Sam.
Calm in Wakanda.
Hmm.
Other than that,
I guess in Wakanda, there's no one there to judge him.
for 90 years.
So, now that you've stopped fighting, what do you want?
Doesn't want to stop fighting.
Peace.
That is utter bullshit. And James, it is very hard to escape.
He needs a friend. Like Bucky. Not Bucky, Falcon.
You have been through a lot. But you got your mind back? You are being pardoned? I mean, these are good things.
That's one thing. If Zemo is back, could Zemo influence him still?
You're free.
She said he has his mind back, but does he have it fully back? If Zemo starts listing off those words, could he activate Bucky?
But Izzy, we always go to Izzy on Wednesday.
I'm not in the mood.
So he does have a friend. An old man, just like him.
Fine, but no talking.
He's probably younger than Bucky.
Take a look.
Don't even know how old Bucky is.
Past 90 days. He would like to take you out on a date.
Why are you sorry? I'm game.
I haven't danced since 1943.
He's out of the game. Used to be such a player in the other days.
私の息子、あれ、大福大好きだったの。
Bucky killed his son. That was his son in that flashback. This is him making amends.
He was working abroad.
Yeah,
Was killed.
he's gonna find out at some point in the show, and it's gonna cause conflict. I hope he finds out by Bucky telling him and not him finding out another way and it causing drama. It's a TV show, that's what's gonna happen.
Uncle Sam!
Uncle Sam.
5 long years.
Yeah, because Sam's been gone, so's Bucky.
We grew up on this thing. I won't let you down. We can turn this shit around. Trust me.
The chromatic aberration on this shot. Weird. It's nice.
Always.
It's got like a dreamlike quality. Very soft focus. It's focusing a lot on the characters, which I really like, because we never really got a lot of character development for Steve and Bucky.
Try the whole online dating thing. It's pretty crazy.
I mean, it's online dating as a celebrity as well, so that's probably.
How old are you?
106.
Does she know who he is?
What's up with your gloves?
Maybe she doesn't. You'd think that all the Avengers would be celebrities, you know? But maybe... How much publicity do they actually get?
I guess it's like the worst thing that can happen.
Excuse me.
You good?
Is he just gonna ditch her?
Hey, what are you doing here? How was the date?
He's not in a place to tell him now.
God, I owed you for lunch.
Is he just gonna put it together? This is the hardest to make amends for. The others, you know, it's how he's always done things. Being a secret agent. But this is, he has to open up. It's nice seeing the family dynamic as well. Just a bit more personal life from everyone, you know?
Was jetzt? Was sollen wir machen?
They're just causing chaos with the crowd. Throw people off, the security off. Ooh. Does he have powers? Yeah, he's definitely got super strength.
Sorry, I keep thinking, did you used to play for LSU? I mean, do I know you from somewhere? I knew it, Falcon! Yes! Yes!
I thought they'd be more famous than this.
Water model.
You know what I've always wondered? How do you guys...
Yeah, how do you?
Those guys or the guy sitting in front of you trying to get a loan?
Both. I mean, your financials are all over the place. Is there some kind of fund for heroes, or did Stark pay you when he was around? My condolences. You have no income over the last 5 years.
How can you have income if you don't exist?
Yeah.
Sure, but these days...
A lot of real-world parallels going on here.
Funny how things always tighten around us.
Yeah.
Look, I'm on your side. After all, he's a hero.
Even as an Avenger, still systematic racism.
Deal with this again. Those people don't even know who Daddy was, and he was a giant.
I don't care. I'm not gonna quit.
What are you trying to prove, Sam? And who are you trying to prove it to?
You said dad.
Daddy died.
Is Sam's husband someone important as well? So they have mentioned that she's a widow. That leader guy's definitely...
Yeah, real nice
Definitely got powers.
Monitoring them online.
Wait, you don't think he could be a...
Look, I'll circle back to you.
We need someone to inspire us again. Someone who can be a symbol on behalf of the...
Is this US agent? I knew this kind of from the...
You're new Captain America.
Yeah, I kind of knew this from like set photos and stuff online. Ooh, it's tough seeing someone else with the shield. Again, these close-up shots are great. I thought I'd do a little like scene by scene of these end credit scenes, because I know I don't know if it's the same like in WandaVision where it changes every episode, but I know there's some meaning behind it before. I don't think there's an end credit scene. The shield kind of broken. Okay, some good symbolism, a lot of propaganda. We want you. What's that? I can't tell if that's Steve or if that's the new guy. A wanted poster for leader of the flag smash. A monkey. Chinese or Japanese lettering. That could be like a symbol for like another group. I'm thinking of like the hand from Daredevil. I forgot his name. The old man. Could he had ties to like the Yakuza or something? I don't think there'd be that much of a conflict between him and Bucky kind of physically, like if he was a member of the Yakuza, and I'm not sure. There'd be like a more of an emotional conflict between the two rather than he wouldn't tell someone and then the Yakuza are going after Bucky. I don't think. Okay, Statue of Liberty. I don't know what that says. Illuminati Eye. Social media. That's the Flag Smasher logo. Because Flag Smashers are kind of doing everything through social media. They probably have a big following. The Illuminati. I don't think they'd be introducing the MCU Illuminati in this, because that's, you need Reed Richards for that. Okay, it's just a lot of American symbolism, Flag Smashers. Oh, could that be Zemo? Again, the Illuminati symbol. It's just a leather coat, you can't really tell. We still haven't seen Zemo actually. So, could he be behind the Flag Smashers? It's hard to know what Zemo's motive from now would be. Because before it was just take down the Avengers. What is it now? Yes, the Avengers are still around, but it's a different team than it was before. Some sort of bullet? It looks like the ooze from Ninja Turtles. That could be Super Soldier Serum. And that explains why the leader of the Flag Smashers is so strong. He has Super Soldier Serum. Cap is back. John Walker. That's Sharon. White Russell. White Russell's Kurt Russell's son. Zook from 22 Jump Street. Was he US agent? I'll go back. It's hard to tell. I think it might be my boy Zook. Don't make him a villain. I know from the comics US agent is an arsehole and a villain, and it seems like that's probably the direction they're going to go with this. Missing person. Yeah, Rusted 17 Daybreak. These are the these are the words to activate Bucky's Winter Soldier. I feel like that's got to come up. That Bucky gets re-brainwashed, maybe has to fight Sam. That'd be interesting. There's Zemo. That's his old mask as well. Don Cheadle. Okay, that was episode 1. Very much a introductory episode, just kind of catching up with all where the characters are at the moment. So we started off with this kind of action scene with Sam, which was really nice. It's probably the most action we've actually seen from Sam. It's nice to see him out kind of on his own as well, doing something solo. I think that might be the coolest we've seen Sam. It was nice to see the Leaper again. I can't remember his first name. It's like Vosh or Bosch or something along those lines. But bringing back in some of these Captain America villains is quite nice, because we know Zemo is also going to be back. He's kind of what I'm most excited for. He's my favourite MCU villain, probably outside of Thanos. I don't know. Because Captain America Civil War is my favourite MCU movie. So bringing back the villain from that will be great. We still haven't actually seen Zemo, so I wonder what he's up to. I have a feeling he's captured. He's kind of in a prison somewhere. But even if he is, that doesn't mean he can't be manipulating things behind the scenes. We were also introduced to this other villainous group, the Flag Smashers. And so it seems like their leader, at least, or who's presented as the leader, has superpowers. Like, he has super strength. Going from that end credits, he could be a super soldier of some sort. So the Flag Smashers were presented with this idea of they want unified borders, which I think is quite a noble cause, but it just depends if that's really their cause, if they're being manipulated, or the means in which they do it. It seems like they're not afraid of violence. What I really liked was them delving into kind of the psychology of the characters and their thought process. There's a lot of shots where it's very close up on their face, and it's a really good way for to show that they're thinking intensely. We had that a lot with the Bucky therapy scene, and a lot when right at the end when Sam saw that there's this new Captain America figure. I think there's actually quite a lot of parallels between what's happening in the world right now, or what's about to be happening with the world opening up again after COVID, and the parallels of people coming back from the blip, because there was what Sam said, that the world gets better for some but not others, and there's some people that want it the way it was. So I think this show is actually quite well timed in that sense, because there's definitely people who enjoyed lockdown and COVID and think that, you know, there's certain things that we should keep, like working from home, which I think working from home is quite a good system for some people. And then there was this scene of them trying to get a loan at the bank, and there's a lot of parallels there with kind of systematic racism, because there were two black people trying to get a loan. It's never explicit that that's why they couldn't get the loan. It was because they've been away for 5 years, but there's always kind of tones of systematic racism there and parallels to that in the real world. But that's also something people would face kind of after COVID. They haven't had a job for a year because of COVID. They can't get a loan. So there's a lot of things here, a lot of parallels. It was nice to see some of Bucky's family. So there's his sister Sarah, and she mentioned her husband quite a bit, who's now passed. So I don't know if in the comics her husband was a character and there's something there, or if it was just kind of some throwaway line. They also mentioned their dad, who's passed as well. I don't know, these could be references to the comics, who knows. I can understand Sam's motive, you know, he doesn't feel ready for the shield. It's big boots to fill, you know. and it was nice to see him have this conversation with Rhodey about that. It's nice to just see these friendships, because I don't think we've ever seen Rhodey and Falcon interact. In Civil War, they were on opposite teams. So that's like the first time we've actually seen those two interact. So with Bucky, we had that therapy scene, which was really well shot. A lot of close-up scenes to show how he was thinking. It's very introspective. And then he's got this plan that he's making amends. And you see that for most of it, he's just taking down people that he had helped as the Winter Soldier before. And there's very much up his alley, you know, doing espionage work or whatever. But then he's struggling with the old man whose son he killed, because he can't approach it like how he approaches everything else. He has to approach it with emotion. He can't just brute force it. He has to approach it in a non-physical way, you know? And it means he has to open up. Okay, so let's talk about this US agent. Well, they don't actually call him US agent, but that's what his character is, John Walker, in the comics. They're just straight up calling him the new Captain America. We haven't seen much of him, but I don't think he's supposed to be a very likable character. That little wink at the end is almost kind of taunting the audience. So I imagine there's already people that dislike him. See, we don't have much of him, but I can understand the government's motive here, because Sam didn't want to take up the shield. I don't know if Bucky would. They need a symbol, because they've lost Cap, they've lost Iron Man. Who do we have left? Well, Hulk, but Hulk can't really be a symbol for good. And then there's Thor, who's from another planet. He's not human, so a bit of tension there. And Doctor Strange, I don't think he has any motivation to be a symbol for good, you know, like in the way Captain America was. And then a lot of other heroes are out missing. Vision, Wanda, you know. So bringing in this new Cap makes sense from the government's perspective. There's definitely going to be some conflict here with Bucky and this old man. I need to get the names, Yui or something. Yeah, that was a really good first episode. So I enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Consider leaving a like or a comment or even subscribing for the next episodes. I'm going to try and get episode 2 out as quick as possible, and then by then we should be kind of in line for the releases for episode 3 onwards. And then what I also want to do is start doing commentaries for the previous movies, so going forward doing Iron Man 1 and so forth through the MCU, and do that on Mondays, and then on Fridays after Falcon and the Winter Soldier's done, be doing just other movies, random movies. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and bye.